Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you...
And I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Mike the hunt. Ready? Ready? Play for Omaha. 3 down. Protein spill. Hey, we're good.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space as you said, for it to curl in.
And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Cousins now from the 50. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Johnson jostles for accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way down there by Johnson. Give him 58 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, how to plan, and
yeah, that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, high 7.
Following the interception, Cousins, incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
We'll go 25 to Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Monday. Bravo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one, and that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Gets around him. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Good route here.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. They got his man, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Prater on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is Cook with the grab. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Cousins now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, Stafford. Underneath for Johnson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Let's go.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll get 34 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Set. Go 20. Squeeze, double. Here we go. 59.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Gun. We got motion. Back up. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Ricky. Hard.
Cousins to throw it this time. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. That one a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 22, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try by Bailey. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Mike, 55, right there. Easy alert. So don't say nothing.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Returnable for Sherrills. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. To throw, Cousins. And this is caught at the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Cousins. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
40, 250. Coming to you, coming to you. Check, check, check. 50, 50. Alert. Switch. Hey, exit.
On second down, here's Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much since. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Cousins now to throw on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.